Jonathan Siegel, earlier this month, the One Group announced the purchase of the Katsuya and Clio restaurant brands. I think you're paying around $75 million for them. Tell me why you did the deal.
So it was a transformative deal for our company. Katsuya and Clio are very similar style of operations. In fact, we say Katsuya is to sushi what STK is to steak and Clio is to Mediterranean. The type in the market that they cater to is exactly the same as the STK market. But more importantly for us, it increases our portfolio of restaurant brands, which we can then use in our hotel portfolio program, where we go into hotels and we take over their entire food and beverage program. The other great reason for us is economically. In 2014, a pro forma on our EBITDA would have doubled. So in 2014, we reported $7.8 million. With this purchase, we would have reported $14.9 million, which is a great economic reason to do the transaction.
Let's talk about the food reasons, the menu reasons. Talk about the synergies. Are you going to be bringing some STK items to these menus?
So they're great brands and they're highly recognized, and so we'll probably keep them consistent with the way they've operated in the past. The other reason that's attractive to us is the style of operation and the culture of these businesses is the same as ours. So, we may introduce, a specials crossover, but the reality is we'll probably keep them uniquely to what they're currently doing today because they've done it so unbelievably successfully. An interesting anecdote of this transaction is Katsuya actually started in 2006 in Brentwood in Los Angeles, and that's exactly the year 2006 that STK started here in the meatpacking district.
And this also gets you deeper into the Middle East. Can you talk about your international expansion?
So Katsuya has a deal with Al Shayr. They're one of the most respected brand operators in the Middle East. They operate for similar other brands such as Shake Shack, Starbucks, as well as a host of amazing retail brands. So through their penetration, we'll be able to expand. There's a deal to open 14 Katsuyas over the next 5 years, of which 3 are currently open, and a further 3, the locations have already been identified. The other advantage for us is it'll help us to understand how to operate in those markets, because the obvious natural progression is for us to take STK and STK Rebel, the underbrand of STK, into those markets as well.
And with regard to hotels, you're going to be in hotels. That means you're going to have to serve breakfast and lunch and dinner. STK is famous for its steaks, so is it going to be steak and eggs? Can you do breakfast, I guess is where I'm going.
So this is a big differentiator of our company. We're not so much a restaurant company, but a hospitality company. We currently go into hotels and we operate their food and beverage program. So we'll do the mini bars, we'll do the room service, we'll do the restaurants, the bars, the pools, the rooftops, all the catering and events. We currently operate in the W Hotel in Los Angeles, the Gansevoort here in New York. We've just agreed a deal to put a STK Rebel in the Ondas, Hyatt's Ondas in San Diego, and we operate a number of Me hotels around the world. So this really will just, through Clio, it'll give us another 3-meal-a-day asset or venue that we can operate in these hotels. And it'll also increase, as I mentioned, increase our portfolio to help us dramatically expand our hotel hospitality program.
All right, well, good luck with the transaction. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And thank you for watching The Street.